So welcome back to the online math class. Previous day we have done up to question number 12 of exercise number 13.2. Today we will do some problems from 13, starting from question number 13. So first of all, go through the problem. Question number 13. Who are joining the class, please go through the problem. Question number 13. Two balls are drawn at random with replacement. Okay, this is very important one. With replacement from a box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. So the box consists of 10 black ball. So black ball 10 and red ball, that is 8. So total number of balls, that is 18 in the box. Okay. Now two balls are drawn at random with replacement. So first ball is drawn, then again it is put in the box, then second one is drawn. Okay. Is it all right, Akash? First one is drawn from the box, it is checked, and then again it put in the box, then the second one is drawn. Isn't it the case? Question number 13. Am I audible? Am I audible to you? Okay. Now both balls are red. Both balls are red. So probability of both balls are red. So when the first ball is drawn from the box, it will be 8 by 18 because it is red, the first ball. So the favorable cases will be chosen from the 8 red balls. So 8C1 by 18C1. Isn't it, Akash? For the first ball, again this ball is again put in the box. So again the number of balls is 18 and the number of red balls is 8. Then the second one is again drawn. So into 8 by 18, because these two cases are independent. The event of drawing the first ball and event of drawing the second ball, these two cases independent. So 8 by 18 into 8 by 18. So after cancelling, it will be 16 by 81. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Is it all right, Akash? Respond me. Is it all right? Respond me. Am I audible to you? Hello? Am I audible to you? Am I audible to you? Okay. Move on to the next one. First ball is black, second is red. So probability of first ball is black and second is red. Now tell me, it will be for the black 10 by 18 and for the red it will be 8 by 18, and both are independent. That's why both of them are multiplied here. After cancelling 5 by 9, it will be 4 by 9. So 20 by 81. Isn't it? Isn't it? Is it all right? Okay. Now the third one, very important one. One of them is black, other is red. One of them is black and other is red. That means it can be broken into two portions, two mutually exclusive events. P of first one is black and second one is red, plus P of first one is red first one is black here. So the first case, P of probability of first one is black and second one is red, plus P of first one is red and second one is black. Isn't it? The two mutually exclusive portions, events. That means first one will be 10 by 18 into 8 by 18 plus for the second one 8 by 18 into 10 by 18. After cancelling 20 by 81 plus again it will be 20 by 81. So 40 by 81. Isn't it? Isn't it 40 by 81? Have you got it? Have you got it? One of them is black and other is red. So move on to question number 14. Probability of solving specific problem independently by A and B. Here A and B are two persons, so we'll take the events at E and F. Okay, we take the events as E and F. Probability of solving specific problem independently by A and B are 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So let E with the event that A can solve the problem. And F event that B can solve the problem. So P of E that is given here 1 by 2 and P of A that is 1 by 3. These two are given to you. P of E that is 1 by 2, P of F that is 1 by 3. If both try to solve the problem independently, find the probability that the problem is solved. The first question, problem is solved. That means P of, type me P of E intersection F or E union F. Which one? Which one? Very good. Just write E. Okay. Here A and B are the two persons. Here it is written probability of solving specific problem independently by A and B. Okay. That's why I have taken here event as E and F. So probability of E union F, that is P of E plus P of F minus P of E intersection F. Now P of E means 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus P of E intersection F, that is independent. So that means P of E into P of F. So that means it will be 5 by 6 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So 5 by 6 minus 1 by 6, that is 4 by 6, that is 2 by 3. After simplifying, it will be 2 by 3. Is it all right? Is it all right, Akash? Is it all right? Am I audible? Respond me. Respond me. Respond me. So that's question number 1 of 14. Now the second one. Exactly one of them solves the problem. Probability of exactly one of them solve the problem. That means exactly one of them solve the problem. Probability of exactly one of them solve the problem. That means it will be P of E intersection F complement plus P of E complement intersection F. That means whenever A can solve, B can't solve it, and whenever A can't solve it, B can solve. Okay? Yes, that means it will be P of E into P of F complement plus P of E complement into P of F. That means it will be 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. That means 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6. So 3 by 6. That means 1 by 2. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Is it all right? Okay, now just tell me one MCQ. Question number 17. That is for you. Question number 17. Option D is the correct answer. The probability of obtaining an even prime number on each die when a pair of dice is rolled. So, even number, that means even number means even prime number, that is 2, only one case. Yes, even prime number, so only one case. So it will be 1 by 6 into 1 by 6 because both the events are independent. So obtaining even prime number probability, that will be 1 by 36. That is option D. Yes. So that's all for today, and you are correct. And next day we will back again with a new class and we will start Bayes theorem. Till then, Goodbye and have a nice day.